Hi, everybody. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome,
how is
welcome.
everyone?
Happy Wednesday, hump day.
We have
Yay.
Juno. Hi, Dawn. Good morning. Aw,
Yes,
it's so nice to
yeah,
see
good morning.
people.
It
Good.
is. It's very nice to see you.
Yes.
So we finally got back together, you and I. One of my favorite places to be.
Aw,
You're one of my favorite people. So thank you so
aw,
much. Um,
thank you, Rob.
uh-huh. So, a couple things we want to do today. Of course, we just riff and it tends to go here or go where it's supposed to go. But we're going to talk a little bit about some planetary energies because Valerie knows all about those. We're going to talk a little bit about um, what was it that I said? God, I hate being
No,
old.
no
No regrets.
regrets.
No
No
regrets. No
regrets.
regrets. We're going to talk about that and whatever else we might talk about. So,
Yeah, and
welcome.
we're
We're
open.
probably Yeah, we're open for business here today. Yeah.
We're open for business.
Why don't we
Put our
pull a
shoes
card?
on.
Why don't we pull a card for the energy today and see where we're going?
Oh, I like that. See where I want to
Okay.
go. I'm like,
All right.
that's a good
Hi,
idea.
Sharon. Hi,
Hi,
Andrea.
Sharon. Hi, Andrea. Aw, beautiful souls that we all hang out
I
with. Hi,
know.
Ivana. I just
Hi,
watched
yeah.
your
Hi, Ivana.
morning.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
just watched her
Oh,
video right when I was getting ready.
excellent.
Yeah.
Hi, Deb.
Hi,
Ivana's going to come
Dad.
on my channel. Yeah. She's going to come on and
Oh,
talk to
really?
me. Yeah.
Really?
I don't have the date right in front of me, but coming up. And I was supposed to go over to get my puppy. Well, she's not a puppy. She's 9 years old. I was going to go get a new dog. Hi, Kim. Hi, Sherry. And you have to go over the mountains to get there, and it's still whiteout conditions, snowing. I don't know if I'm going to
Oh,
be able to, but I'm going to lose my money for my hotel that I booked because there's no refunds. So
oh.
I know,
Where
crazy.
is this
But
located? Where you?
I'm
I'm
sorry. What'd
sorry.
you say, honey?
Where's that located that you have to go?
Oh, it's the ladies over in Moses Lake, Washington, which is about 3 hours from where I am. So it'd be like a 6 hour drive back and forth.
Oh,
That's why my daughter and I were going to go over, get the dog, have a little time away. But
yeah.
looks like the weather isn't the greatest. So
Isn't
yeah,
cooperating. But then again, that is like spirit does do things,
oh yeah, I know.
intervene when
Yeah,
necessary. Yeah.
yeah. I know.
We're in
I have only learned that I just need to take what is. That's about all I can do,
flow.
you know?
Gotta
Yeah,
flow.
gotta
Yeah.
flow. Hi, Lorica. It's nice to see you back from your vacation. I hope you feel rested and
Oh,
loved. Lorica went to Barcelona. Oh my God.
ooh.
And with her
Oh, nice.
husband. Of course, she lives in Sweden, so she's closer over there, but I can't wait to see all those pictures and a video montage, actually. Hi, Janet. And hi, Tracy Ralph. It's so
Hi,
good to
Jenny.
see all you people. So we're
Yes.
pulling a card for the day. Let's see. What have I got?
Yes.
I got
Let's see.
shining through, Valerie.
Oh,
Shining through.
I love it.
It's like things have broken up, or it looks like the middle of a big chrysanthemum or something. I don't know, but
Mm,
the middle, it has opened itself up and is shining through for us to be illuminated. And Valerie loves illumination because she has the illumination portal. So there
I
you
was
go, Valerie.
I was
Hi,
gonna say
Greg.
that looks like a portal in the middle.
It did. It did look like
Hmm.
a portal. Yeah.
Breaking through. Well, I have
Yeah.
I have pulled a few. I got the mermaid. You're
Uh-huh.
being helped. Mermaids and dolphins.
Oh,
So heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results yet. I like that because
Thank
sometimes it
goodness.
feels like we're stuck, right? It feels like nothing's happening and what's going on, and you get frustrated.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah. Yep.
there's always help. There's always spirit guides, and he's here. Oh,
There
hi,
is.
Chris. We got all kinds of people. This is
Yeah.
so
I
lovely.
know.
Thank
Isn't it
you.
great?
Thank you for having me, Allie. I love hanging out with you.
Oh, of course. I know. I love having you. Yeah. We had to cancel a couple of times, and that happens. But thank you for being so flexible. That's appreciated. Yeah.
And see, there you
Um,
go again. Flexibility and being in the flow. It just,
that's yep.
oh, you're
It is
breaking up.
what it is. It will be done when it's time. I have to see this. I did hear about this. Julian said that the only time he would imagine was if the end of the world came. Now, I don't think he sees that we're in the end of the world, but he does see that Ukraine needs help, and so and I did not know. Is it on YouTube? I'm guessing, Sherry. I'd like to see it because
Yeah.
I actually admire Julian quite a bit. I think he's he's not as outgoing, I guess, or whatever as his dad, but he has his own way of doing things. And he was from the first marriage that John Lennon had. The other one was another boy, but that's Sean with Yoko. So
Mm-hmm.
this is Julian. Yeah.
Yeah, he seems
Oh,
like a
awesome.
real chill vibration. Like he just
He
flows
does.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
he
I
does.
can't wait to see it. She posted the link.
I know.
That's so
Oh, thank you,
nice.
Sherry. Okay. Excellent. Awesome. Thank you so much, dear. Yeah, that actually is I would I would say that maybe something like that could be used as a meditation. And
Mm,
Valerie and I were talking about uh, this. We were talking last night in a group that we were in, but we were talking this morning about witnessing
mm,
and then uh, not staying in that energy necessarily of anger and violence and fighting but witnessing it and then taking the witnessing and bringing love energy to it and sending it out. And I would guess that if you listen to something like Julian singing Imagine, it
yeah,
could almost be a witnessing invitation to center and send. So
yeah.
what are your thoughts about that, Valerie? I want you to be able to
Well, we
articulate what
have
you told me
to,
this
yeah, we have to
morning.
look, we have to witness what's going on. It's,
Right,
but we get sucked in, it becomes like we have to see it every second. And
right.
if you can look at it, witness it, really feel your feelings about it,
Uh-huh.
and understand that where we're sitting at, we could probably send money or send supplies and things like
Hmm.
that. But really,
Hmm.
where you're sitting, what do you have? You have your heart, you have your energy, and you
Right.
can send love, you can send peace and harmony. I send love to the whole world every day, but especially I've been emphasizing Ukraine and Russia, and
Yep.
it is hard to watch, but it is designed to take us also out of our center, where we need to
It is.
have
Yep.
hope and belief in something, that it's going to get better, and
Mm.
it is going to get better the more of us that pour that love and understanding and compassion there.
Yep.
I think that's witnessing it in a the highest vibrational way we can.
Absolutely. And I like what Juno says: observe, but don't absorb.
Oh,
And
that's perfect.
that's perfect. Yes, it's perfect.
Mhm.
It's a perfect mantra. In other words, we're not turning ourselves away from it. we are definitely not, and that would be wrong to do, I think. But we aren't absorbing ourselves and bringing our energies down, because we need to be able to uplift not only ourselves but other people that we are around. Hello, Kate. It's always good to see you. Yep, transform the energy by giving it love. Yeah,
Love
that's
is the
awesome.
strongest. Love is the strongest energy there is. Unconditional love.
Uh-huh.
And
Absolutely.
once we can, like, I'm in a practice where I send that out every day through Mother Earth, like
Uh-huh.
inside Mother Earth to outside and to everywhere around. And it it gives you the feeling, especially, I know there's a lot of us doing that, that we're actually doing something helpful
Doing
and
something.
productive. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what
Um,
humans want to do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
I remember asking my mother. My mother was born in 1920, and by the 40s, of course, she was in her 20s, and she was married to my dad. My dad was in World War II, and he was gone actually for 4 years. No, no breaks. He was gone, yeah, really 4 years, and everything that was going on. He was in Africa and Italy, so he wasn't in the Germany or anything. But I remember saying to my mother at some point, why didn't the world do anything about the atrocities that were happening? What was going on there in Germany? Not that I was
Mm,
blaming my mother, but I said, what was the problem? Well, of course, we didn't have the news we have today. We didn't have all the reporters and all that. But the thing that she said was, we didn't believe that that could be true.
mm,
And it wasn't
mm.
ignorance. It was almost a childlike, I
Yeah.
don't know, like a childlike state, like, oh, that couldn't be true, that could not be true. And she felt really bad, that I even asked her that. But now here we sit,
Mm,
we know. And it's very interesting that those things do make their way back. They make their way back.
yeah, they
So
do. And the thing
mm,
is that most people are living their lives, to the best they can with what they have. They're
yeah.
doing for their families, and you just can't imagine go, acting like that, like
Right.
throwing that much
Right.
violence in at anybody. And
Right.
it
Yeah.
is unconscionable. Like,
It
people
is.
don't think.
It is.
Most of us, the majority of us on planet Earth, don't think like that. We just want to go about
I
living
know.
our lives in peace.
Right. Yes.
So it's
I
like,
I agree. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and we get
Mhm.
to, with all the media we have now, we're seeing vivid
Yeah,
pictures. We're
yeah,
seeing the atrocities in real time, pretty much. And
yeah. And I think that people need to witness that. I don't think hiding that from anybody is a good idea.
no,
But again, I think that Juno had it with her very short observe, don't
hmm,
absorb, and
yeah,
or absorb love, and then transmute it into some kind of um, energy, healing, love,
hmm,
that we
yeah,
can.
because I know so
Um,
many of us are pouring that energy out there, and I know that's how
yeah,
it it has to have an impact. I have to, or at least I
it
have to
does.
believe that. I have to believe that
Yeah,
our unconditional love is stronger than any violence
that's right.
they can
That's
throw
right.
at us.
I like what Andrea said. We had to witness the knee on the neck lynching of George Floyd and others, that have happened. But if we hadn't witnessed it, we wouldn't have taken to the streets. And we needed to take to the streets in support of our African American community. And so, yes, but that was action taken in response, and not wallowing in it, let's say, and just letting it fester. It was taking action and going out and actually doing something. And we
Mhm.
could do something about that, more so than we can do anything about Ukraine at this point. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that brought a lot of, that specific incidents brought light onto police brutality. which
Uh-huh.
really needs to be restructured. How we go about treating people over, I mean, and it was over what, $20. I mean,
Right. Yeah. I know.
uh,
Totally. This I agree with Andrea. I believe genocide requires action. You know, I'm not a war person, and I don't like violence, but I really do believe something needs to happen here. But I don't, I don't have the answers. So, it's just really,
yes,
really
what can
painful.
we do? We can call our representatives. We can hope that, what is it, NATO intervenes. I don't know why they
Yep.
haven't. And
Right.
it's like, we don't know all of those behind the scenes rules and regulations. And it just seems like, well, look, somebody's wiping people out. Is there
Yeah.
nobody on this planet that can
Yeah. I
go
know.
in and intervene? You know?
Yeah. And I agree, Andrea. It is a type of racism. It's a type of othering that it's an us versus them mentality. But for what reason? Power, money, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
We have made some headway. I agree. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Go ahead.
no, that's
Yeah.
okay. I mean, and I also believe we're in a time period, and we have, I'm going to go into astrology real quick. We have Pluto
Yeah.
in Capricorn, which
Right.
is uh, our United States of America's first Pluto return. Okay,
Right.
so this is not just going to affect America, though, because you have to think America started as the free nation for
Correct.
all, you know. So with Pluto going through there, and it's not going to go to Aquarius until 2024. But we have seen evidence of what Pluto does. It brings up, it dredges up all the things that need to be
Taken care of.
realigned, restructured
Uh-huh.
in
Hmm.
uh, in fairness for all, in justice for all. It is not going to allow this distorted, twisted society where only those with money have all the benefit, or
Oh.
like it. This is political. This goes down deep, and he's going to
Hmm.
dredge up everything that is not working for life. If it's not
Hmm.
life affirming, Pluto doesn't want to have anything to do with it, and he's going to protect it
Oh.
because it's in the house of Capricorn, where our systems and structures reside. So he's going to, now that's going to take a little while. So we're in this process, in this time period of chaos, and we're going to
We
see
are.
that the the most horrific images, because there has been a lot hidden from all of us that needs to come to light to be healed, so we
Uh-huh.
can restructure and really live in a world where it is for all. you know it's life affirming for all, not just for some. Or
Yeah.
so anyway, that's going to, that takes time. And even when he does get into Aquarius, it's still going to take a couple years after that before we see, because we're here now and we're restructuring the systems now. We're saying we
Hmm.
don't tolerate anybody, police brutality, any of this, Trump, you name it, all of that kind of
Yeah. Yep.
dirty dealing in the background.
Dirty energy. Yeah.
Yeah,
We need to wash
it,
it off.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
Pluto's exactly going to do. He's going to cover it, wash it
Uh-huh.
off.
Uh-huh.
And
Wow.
even though we're going through that, we just had one of the most beautiful aspects we're going to have for the year, which is the Jupiter Neptune return conjunction, I should say, sorry, it was yesterday, in
Hmm.
Pisces. Now that
Uh-huh.
happens once every 166 years. So
I
what's
know.
Pisces and Neptune and Jupiter is expanding that, it's going to give us, it's going to increase our intuition, our psychic abilities. It's going to bring more of that beautiful, loving vibration here.
Uh-huh.
Now, it can on the dark side, it can get delusional. You can become too spiritual, like everything's love, and there's
Yeah,
rainbows and unicorns, but that's not true.
that isn't
But we
what we're talking about, right? Yeah,
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 but that's what we
yeah.
have. We have these energies to work with. Now, that's just half the story. Astrology is half the story. It's what do we do with individually with that energy? It's what do we want to
Uh-huh.
create out of that? We don't want to live in a world where it's not free for all, where some people get to
Right,
eat and some people don't. It's just
right.
so back to Juno. I do this thing too, where I always look at everything as a neutral observer. I look at, stand back, and I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, everything that's violent it triggers me. It triggers people like us because we're empaths.
Yeah,
We're very
yep,
sensitive, highly sensitive people. So
yep.
first and foremost, you have to calm yourself down, calm yourself to a certain point where you can look at it, feel it, and then send it love and do the little things that you can in your realm of existence, whether to send money or send packages or food or what you can from this point. But we always
Yep.
have our heart, and we can always use that.
I um
Mm-hmm.
I remember people saying that um about climate change, when we were talking about that earlier in our time, and people would say you could start small, you can start by taking your garbage and doing
Mm-hmm.
composting and all that other stuff, and people would say, well, I don't that's not going to change any of the climate. I want to do something bigger than that. But you don't understand, if everybody did it,
Mm-hmm.
then a change would come. It
Yes.
takes many out, many to out of the one in order to lift that up. And all you need is to get to that paradigm shift where like a tipping point. You get to a point
Yes.
where everybody's doing something and it spills over, like you have too much water in your glass,
Yeah.
and it starts to make the change. It
Yes.
starts to change. Yes,
And that's
absolutely.
really, really true because it takes a village, right? It does. It takes a
It
village.
does.
I
It's a
don't care
village. Yep.
what we're talking about. We
Uh-huh.
can
Yep.
help heal Mother Earth. We can
Yep.
help just by our intention, just by thinking. You know what? I believe everybody should be able to eat every day. We all start
Yeah.
thinking
What
like
an
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes,
That's true.
magical energy.
And Nasa, thank you. Yeah, thank you for being here. I'm glad to see you here. She's coming on my show too. I'm so excited. I got all these wonderful folks coming on.
Uh,
Andrea says action is personal, but it is active. Yes, absolutely. We have to start from ourselves, but we
mhm,
have to make those actions in order to make that happen. So,
mhm.
wow.
And you know
Very
what,
good.
though, Andrea, making an intention,
Yeah,
stating what you would rather see is an action also.
it is.
People
Yeah.
dismiss that. They dismiss that putting that energy out there is actually an
Mhm.
action. It really is. It's important
Yeah, it is.
to
It
clarify
definitely
it.
is. Um, so while we're sitting in that energy, why don't we just speak a little bit about no regrets?
Mm,
Um, I'm probably talking to the choir here because there are a lot of really spiritual people that are in the chat and listening or will listen. But at the same time, there are things that are very simple that I need a reminder of myself. I'm not any better than anybody else, you know. I don't know more than anybody else does, really. And so the idea of having regrets over shoulda, coulda, woulda, if only I'd started my spiritual practice earlier or my 401k. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be spiritual. Or if only I hadn't married that guy or that lady or whatever, or if only I had gone and seen my parents before they died. Those types of things are only bringing you the other. So
Say that
what
one more
kind
time,
of
Ellie.
trans?
You had gotten
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. It's only hurting you to hold on to those regrets, not
yes.
anybody else that is out there. Um, so, you know, I try very diligently not to be negative of something. It's like I was saying, and we were saying earlier this morning, I may not be able to take that trip because there's snow coming, and I'm getting,
Mhm,
that's the way it is. There's no regrets. I can't change it, and I think
mhm,
it really hit me the most when my roof started doing what it did, and I had all those other issues that were coming in,
mhm,
and I felt this sense of calm just sweep over me. And
mhm,
I thought to myself, I could say, well, I shouldn't have bought that house. I should have had someone do this. I should have.
mhm,
I can't
mhm,
change it. I can't change it.
mhm.
What are your thoughts about that, Valerie? We were talking about that earlier this morning. Yep.
Yeah, I lived in that space of regret for years until um, I listen to a certain astrologer every day, and it is about giving yourself. We got to the point we're at right now because of all the experiences we experience,
Right.
good, bad, and
Yes.
indifferent. And you got to kind of get to the point where you say, I I accept myself, and I don't even like to use the word forgive. That's why I'm sitting here struggling for a second.
Sure. I
I give
understand.
myself,
Yep.
yeah, I give myself a full pardon for anything from this moment back. You know, I mean,
Uh-huh.
what's the point
Yeah.
of dwelling on it and regretting? And because all that does is it keeps hitting your self-esteem and your worthiness and the ability to love yourself. If if you think, oh, I look how I could be so much further ahead if only I did this or if only I did that. You have now is the only energy we have is right this moment, and this is why
Uh-huh.
intentions are actions, because when you state a simple intention, I want everybody to eat. Everybody on
Right.
this planet should have food.
Everybody to be
That's
able to
an
have
intent.
nourishing food. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all we have is right now, and
That's it.
sitting here dwelling in the past only tortures you, right? It's really a form of self
It really
torture.
does. Yeah. It
Hmm.
does. Yeah. Um,
I mean,
I is it Eckhart Tolle now? Just the idea of we only have the present moment, and we need to sit in
mm,
that present and be present. And it is a present. I love
mm,
the word because it's
yeah,
be present, sit in the present as a present. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Hi,
yeah.
Alicel. Nice to see
He
you.
does put
Yeah,
it so sweet like that. It is so true. It is. We are in the present moment. It is the
yeah.
present. Take deep breaths. If you feel like
Mhm.
you're off center, sit down, give yourself a few seconds, breathe deeply, connect
Yeah,
to your heart.
yeah,
You know, it
yeah,
takes.
yeah.
That's in the moment.
It is in the moment. Absolutely.
Yeah, we have
Um,
so many people
Did you
here.
want to say anything about? We're going to probably pull some cards today because we didn't get to do that last time. So if anybody has
Yeah,
any questions, put them in. Yeah. But Valerie, do you want to say anything more about Jupiter Neptune and what kind of that happened actually yesterday? Correct.
yes,
That
but it's
conjunct
going.
yesterday.
Yeah, but they take so long. Like they move so slow, right? This is going all over the world and in individually. Like I said, all planets, all that
Right.
energy does affect us individually, affects the collective. But it is only
Hmm.
because we have to implement our intentions and our actions and our desires and preferences. So this is like really good energy to focus in on. It's more of a feminine energy. To because we want to have both of
Hmm.
our masculine and feminine inside of us integrated. So this is a beautiful energy for your knowings, your psychic abilities. I see you acknowledge and
okay.
trust in your intuition. This really gives that
Right.
powerful, because it's such a powerful energy. But again, just watch out for delusion. If you're saying, "Oh,
Yes.
everything's roses and butterflies," you might have went too far.
Yeah. It
This,
really
I think,
comes to balance. It's like, don't you think it really comes to just balancing it? It's like, don't be overloaded
oh
over on this side or on this side. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it's really about nurturing your spiritual side, understanding,
Mm-hmm.
taking the time to do your intentions, say a little prayers or however you want it, write it out. These are,
Yeah.
you direct that to these energies and they'll help you grow whatever it is you want to grow. And
Yeah.
and your dreams and your creativity
Yes.
are going to be really on fire,
Crazy. Yes.
But
So
this is
there's a good segue to say that if you can try to deliberately remember even if bits of dreams, that
yeah,
it can give you, it can give you information that you need in so many different ways. Yeah,
oh goodness, yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
And
And Tracy,
gratitude.
you're right. Oh, yeah. Gratitude.
Go
Yep.
trust the hardest part of our work. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Trusting and have
Wow.
faith in yourself, in the universe. It does.
Uh-huh.
Once you're there, and the way you get there is in gratitude. I
Yep.
say thank you for everything, all day long. I talk to inanimate objects. Thank you for being there. Thank you,
I know.
Spirit, for giving this or putting this in my vicinity.
Right.
Gratitude is uh, gratitude
So
really does
something
open
happened.
up doors.
Something
Sorry, go
happened
ahead.
at the grocery store last week. I when I grew up, if you walked in front of somebody, even at the grocery store, they were looking, at something, and you walked in front of them or by them, you would say, "Excuse me." I
Oh,
would. That's what I was taught to say,
yes,
"Excuse me."
I agree.
So I never ever have anybody. No one ever says that to me. It's not a thing, I guess, anymore, except in the grocery store the other day, a man walked by and said, "Excuse me." I wanted to grab him and give him a kiss.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
just that simple recognition that somebody else was looking at something and you're cutting in front of them, so to speak. You know what I mean? And I
yeah.
said, "Not a problem. Thank you."
Mhm.
And it's so simple. It's just so stupidly simple. It really
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
It is. And that's why I think we'll go back to the energies of like how harsh it is. I mean, we just came out of a pandemic. We're watching a
Right.
war on TV. Everybody is just kind of wants to go, go, go because we just got into Aries season a couple of weeks ago, right? So Aries is
Yep.
fire. Let's go. We haven't had that
Let's go
that
do
energy,
something.
right? With the spring
Right. Right.
coming, everything's coming up. So everybody's kind of gets in these, they're just moving so fast that they forget.
Yeah.
Take your time,
Yeah.
say thank
Yep.
you, be in gratitude,
Yep.
breathe,
Yep. Absolutely.
and instead of getting, because it's like a whirlwind, it'll just take you over. And next thing you know, you don't have any of you're not in your power. You're not in solid
Right.
in your energy column.
Yep.
But I
Absolutely.
watched it today when I went to the dentist, and the traffic was insane. It was 9:30 in the morning. People are driving like they're in a
I know.
raceway.
Bat out of hell. Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's
Calm
awful.
down.
I know. Calm down. Yeah.
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 What we How
Oh,
is everyone? Everybody, there's a big conversation going on, and I can't catch up with it.
Craig,
So strange.
who has a wonderful spirit guide, Clara Bow, who used to be an
Mm,
actress in the 30s. And
yeah.
he's talking a lot of, she talks to him all the time. And he asks her
Um,
questions and she gives him answers and all that. But Craig was talking about asking Clara what the energy was like when she was alive during the war and so on. And then
mm,
also chatter about the Jewish and I have to tell you, and not to bring anybody else further down because I don't want to go there. I want to sort of uplift this at this point. But my husband asked me a couple of years ago if I would like to go see. I guess is like a Catholic cantata. It's called a
mm,
cantata, and it was done by UW Strings Department. They did this, and what it was the whole story was unfolded, and they showed us a whole video about it and everything. And it was the prisoners at Auschwitz were asked to bring a music to the Gestapo people and everything. And so they all grabbed they found as many violins and this and that, and they were all Jewish, but they learned this Catholic cantata because that's the only
mm.
music they had. They had one sheet of it in order to
Ugh,
learn it. And they played that while they showed us the video. Oh my God, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. And
mm,
what I loved about it was that it was witness, and yet at the same time, it was uplifting because it showed that even in those times, people can be uplifted by music, and how it touched the people that were doing it. So,
yeah, the human spirit is so,
yeah,
our spirits are so, it's almost breathtaking to see what
yeah,
people
it
will
is.
do in the worst of conditions, and they'll do it. That
Yeah,
there's people in Auschwitz learning how to play instruments. That's beautiful.
I know.
Sad.
It is. It's sad, but it does show the
That's
resiliency of
what.
the human spirit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Andrea,
Anybody want to have a card? Have
Andrea,
their cards thrown, or anything
anybody
else they
have?
want to talk? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Anything you want to talk about? Yeah, but
yeah.
these energies are nice. We got eclipses coming up. Eclipse season, April 30th and May 16th.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's going to, again, because the one in May 16th is the Scorpio eclipse, lunar eclipse. Again, Pluto rules Scorpio. It's going to uncover more things
Yeah.
that are going to be brought to our awareness so we can rebuild from that point. Gino wants a card. Let me see, Gino.
Rita, I will look it up, and if I can find what it was, I will put I don't know if they put it on YouTube, but if I can find it, I will post it on my community page for you to find. This was in person that I went to, so I'm not sure, but I would imagine they probably have some that they had. Yeah, and of course it wasn't the original. It was the UW people that were playing the music that they played at the time. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Oh, and there's a Ukrainian song, uh, and a lot of people don't know this, but Ukraine went through a similar situation in 2014 when
Mm-hmm.
Crimea was annexed and all that other stuff. And they have a Alleluia song the last time they went through it. And so there's another thing that people can sing to uplift the people of Ukraine. So there's another idea. Thanks, Kate. Thank you so much.
I have a card for Juno.
Okay. All righty.
Is anchor in now. You are present, strong, and worthy. capable of creating the harmonious and beautiful life you desire. Hold still in this wisdom the knowledge that you are safe and stable, the awareness that Mother Earth is guiding and protecting you every step of the way. Your path to this moment was both guided and intended. The Sage Goddess deck, or Wisdom.
Yeah.
Deck. That was really good for Juno. I like that.
It is really good. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm pulling a feather card. Here's your feather. Ooh, I love this, Juno. This is the falcon feather. The falcon. I love the falcon. Wow.
Yeah.
It says, use your keen perception and skill in making any decisions. Do not delay. I also pulled a money card. I'm thinking that perhaps you do not delay on any decision you have. And I'm wondering if that's money related. So let's hope so. Let's hope you have lots of abundance coming your way. Yeah.
Yeah, abundance and prosperity in the highest vibration. That's what I would say.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Lots of grace and ease. It's easy. I mean, once you create with this ether, the universe around you, and you speak to it, you speak it into existence. You really do, you know?
You do. You do. Yeah. All right. So Rita is the one that wanted to know about the music, which I'm going to try to find out. Welcome, Rita. I'm glad you're here. Yes, we will. We'll pull some cards for you. Yep.
Absolutely. I'm going to do this deck again. Oh, Juno says the falcon has come up in several readings for her recently.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
So cool. I love when you get verification.
When that happens.
Yeah.
Yep. Juno, that's a good affirmation. I welcome all forms of abundance. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a perfect affirmation. Yeah.
Yeah. Juno, she's on fire.
She is.
Oh, thank you, Tracy.
I know it looks pretty, Valerie.
Thank you.
Valerie said that it's 86 degrees where she is today. I can't believe that. That's amazing.
The dog is not happy. He finally fell asleep.
He's having a hard time just living, right? he's
not happy. I have the fan blasting on him. He's something else. All right, Rita, I have Psychic Awakening. You have the ability to awaken new and mysterious forms of reality. Think astral travel, visions and dreams, night magic. Think shadow, the unknown, and faith. Think new beginnings and new dreams. They're all waiting for you to discover and unleash them. What will you do with this new awareness that wants to come through you? Consider the many ways that you can help and heal others by becoming the oracle you are meant to be.
Oh, wow, Rita. And I got some similar cards here, actually.
Oh, I love it.
I got the birds of a feather. So you're sitting here with birds of a feather, basically. Everybody that's here, that's watching, that's a part of this community, they're all your birds of a feather. We're all flocking together and we're learning from each other and growing from each other. And it says here that will make you flourish. That's going to make you flourish. This says the Lotus Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on unclear areas of your life or of others. So yes, look at the beautiful image of her. She's just, flowing, basically. She's flowing and flourishing.
Oh, I love
that's that. That's the way I feel about if I don't get to come to, to do a show, let's say, or work with other people because I really love it. I don't feel like I'm flourishing. I feel sort of stagnated or stale. And so even if I can't have a show, if I can come on a chat even and just feel that energy moving, it's such a nice feeling. Yeah.
It is. I mean, really, this whole community, just for the last couple of years, really, geez,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't
Yep.
have made it through the Trump era. I was so and we all
Oh, no,
found each
no.
other. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We were sitting in a study community, I call it, last night, and looking at all the beautiful people that were in there, we would never have met. And they were from all corners of the planet. I mean, there are people, in Michigan and California and in other areas. We even have one that is in the North Atlantic, up in Nova Scotia, and I would not have met these people. So it's
Right.
such a nice feeling. Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
Right.
so Tracy would like a card. All
All
right,
right.
Tracy.
Oh, Tracy. Yeah.
Juno, I understand. That's kind of the way I feel. I feel disconnected and uneasy if I'm disconnected for too long. Yeah. Ooh, I like this card. Woohoo. What do we got here? I have these cards they're called art cards or something. They have beautiful pictures from artists over the ages. And
Oh,
I love this. Look at this. This is gorgeous.
that is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. I love blue, so it looks like Tracy has her share of loving blue in her avatar. But
Yeah.
look, it's look at the flowers in her hair. But the message here is your spirit sparkles when you connect with what you love. That could be a
Ah,
message for everybody. Yeah, it could be.
yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I got something similar to that. I wasn't
Oh.
finished reading. Trust and surrender. Your fiery energy manifests in your expansive creativity. When you trust in your most authentic self, you are full of life and vibrant color. Surrender to your process and enjoy all that you birth in the world.
Mm.
Spend time in nature as a source of creative fuel. Even the flowers will speak to you about ideas for your expression if you let them. I thought that was
And that you could put them in your hair like that other
yeah,
lady. Like been on the
that's
card.
cool.
Kate,
Love
I
all
think this is a perfect instead of for entertainment. I love this. For spiritual growth purposes only. Thank you.
yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah,
There's no malicious intent involved, right? That's
yeah,
great. That's great.
yeah. I
All
love
right,
it here.
Bonnie.
And
Yeah, it's a
fun.
nice place to be. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
energy.
Yes. I mean,
Hi,
I know
Sue.
a lot of us
Mhm.
were alone. I had no one to talk to, like it was just me
Yeah.
and my thoughts thinking I was crazy. And it's so nice that there's other people.
I know. I know. Yeah. Anytime that you think that, I think, we grew up where, you hear voices in your head. Oh my God, something wrong with you. You need to be on
hmm
medication.
hmm
We were always told that.
And way
So
back then, Allie, they did put you away. They
I
put
know
you,
they
they
did.
especially
Yep.
women, they'll put you
Yep.
right away.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, this is cool. Okay. Um, I got make some time for some friends. And looks like you are, Bonnie. You're here. It says to
Yeah.
continue to make time for some friends. Look at that. And people say that online friends aren't real friends.
Uh,
I don't believe them. I've
I
never had that
don't.
in my experience. Yeah.
Mm-mm,
Yeah. No.
no.
Yep.
Bonnie, I got solar power. Look to the sun
Ooh.
and allow its gorgeous light to radiate from your entire body. Let this warmth rise from the core of you, propelling and empowering you with every step you take. When you attune to the wisdom of the sun, you will understand that whatever you seek and long for can be yours. All that you seek awaits you, says the sun. That's so cool.
Uh-huh. All
I
that you
love
are
that.
seeking is also seeking you. Yes. Hi,
You.
Kelly. Hi,
Hi,
Kelly. It's good
Kelly.
to see you. I just put Valerie's channel
Oh,
down here.
oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Forget about that stuff.
Yes.
I
No, it's
love
all
what
right.
Judah wrote. Judah wrote, "You can't speak butterfly language to." Now I lost it. Jeez.
Oh.
How did she put it? To caterpillar people. You know, you are just you have the wisdom today.
Oh, you
To cat-
do. You do. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because last night I was teaching my class, and we're teaching. I'm teaching literature writing, and we were talking about the book banning. You know, all these crazy stuff. Do you know that they want to ban the hungry caterpillar? The caterpillar is a glutton, and it turns into a butterfly, and that's too much like LGBTQ changing to trans. These people are crazy. The hungry caterpillar? Really?
See, I don't get it. Like, okay, so you're gonna go after books, but yet the excuse me, I'm gonna go to the far side for a second. The porn industry online probably has
Yeah,
make billions of dollars, but
yeah,
we're just not gonna look at that. We're gonna ban books. I don't understand. Like, if
I
you're
know.
gonna go after something that because the caterpillar is a glutton, what do you call that? You know, it's
I
just
know.
ridiculous. So
Oh,
ridiculous.
it totally, but this is what, it's one of those things though, Valerie, that you were talking about. Let's take your attention and put it over here so
Yeah,
you don't see
yeah,
what's over here. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And they do, and they're
Oh,
masters at it. You know, with the
they
media and
are.
everybody,
Yeah.
they're masters at
Yeah,
it.
Kellyanne
It's,
Conway said that Joe Biden's going to his house too many times. And so on Twitter, everybody was saying, but Trump went to his golf courses and you didn't say anything about that, you know? So
mm,
yeah, it's
didn't
silliness.
he?
It's
Didn't he
silliness.
play
But
golf
again,
like every 2 or 3 days of his
every
presidency?
weekend, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played
Something
golf.
like that. Yep. So Ivana
Hi,
said she'd like a
Ivana.
card, please. Yeah.
Got it. Ivana, good card. Everybody gets a good card. Oh, Ivana, this is so you too. I got freedom of expression. She just started a channel, so this is why I'm saying it.
That's
Freedom of
right.
expression.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Banish fear of
Perfect.
judgment now. Let it constrict you no longer. Know that the expression of your highest truth is protected and supported by spirit. Speak your authentic wisdom with conviction and courage. Rest assured that doing so will bring you to where you are meant to be. Share your truths from a place of loving compassion so your words land with the intention you use to compose them. And she does that every day on her channel.
She
It's so
does.
cool.
That's awesome.
Freedom
That's
of expression. Yeah.
And I get these beautiful flowers. I'm going to hand you those beautiful flowers, Ivana.
Aw.
And it says, it's okay to have needs and to fulfill them. And I think we need to remember that there's nothing wrong with having needs or things that we would like to have and making those as long as, and that's for everybody, as long as we're in balance. And that's the
Yeah.
key is
Yes.
staying
Yeah.
in balance. Yeah.
Moderation, right? Yeah.
Moderation. Yep.
And balance.
Colorful foresight. I love that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I like the little flame there. Let's find out what
That
the
is
cards
so
want to
cool.
tell you this morning. Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Hi, Flowing.
Flowing, hi.
Mhm.
I said hi, Kelly. Oh my goodness, Kelly. Yeah, she's an idiot. MTG is an idiot.
Oh,
Sorry.
when
Not
will they
ever.
get
No,
rid of
not
those folks? Honestly.
sorry. Sorry, not
You know,
sorry.
my favorite thing that Lauren Boebert, who's another one, my favorite thing that she said that shows what a ditz she is you can't change the Constitution. And my husband said, yeah, and we've only had what, 23 amendments to it, but we can't change it.
How many amendments do we need? We need some more.
I know.
We need to have we need a way to vet out people like those two. There should be some sort of level of some bar of something.
Some bar. Yeah, you should know at least about the government working.
There
so
you go.
Take a civics bar. Yeah. All right, Colorful. Let's see what your guides want you to know today.
I got colorful foresight. You want me to go, or you want to go first?
No, you go right ahead. Yep.
Okay.
Bye, Ivana. Have a good day.
Bye, Ivana. Thank you so much. Divine service. The divine light and emanating love of the divine rises within you now, and you are a glowing beacon of hope for others. Focus your attention and intention on being of spiritual service to others. Ask those around you how they are doing and listen closely and compassionately to their response. If you have soul gifts you are aware of in this lifetime, use them consciously to assist others as you are called. Make time to be of service to the divine.
Awesome. That's awesome. Oh, Rita Connolly, we'll do whatever we can to get people in Colorado to vote for somebody else. Because she says Lauren even has a criminal record. Wow. Hi, Sue Doty. You are worthy. Colorful foresight, you are worthy. And you have a lot of protection here around you. It says the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before doing any spiritual work. And I just want to reiterate that for everybody. You don't want any negative, not that I'm thinking that this is going to happen. You just want to keep that bubble of protection around you when you're doing any kind of work, because you don't want to sometimes when we have overwhelming feelings, it's because we are so wide open, and we need to kind of take care of that. Well, thank you, Colorful. We're glad you're here.
Learning how to put the bubble of protection on you is a lifesaver. Grounding yourself into Mother Earth. As soon as Allie was talking, the card "No Worries" came in, and it said, "Remember that you're protected." Yeah, so it's your divine birthright. Ground your energy into Mother Earth with a vibrant garnet red grounding cord that you send from between your hips down into the depths of Mother Earth's womb. So that's, these are good little practices to do every day. You want to protect your energy because we are psychic or empathic, very sensitive. We get a lot of interference during the day. Sue wanted a card. Sue Doty.
She does, but Jean, you still here, Jean? She wanted to know if anybody could ask. Yeah, we can throw a card, and then we'll definitely do you, Sue, before we go. Yep, we got a couple minutes left here. Yeah.
Bye, Rita. Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah. We're glad you spent some of your day with us. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Colorful. I need to go out too. I need to go out in nature as well, Colorful Foresight. And today's a beautiful sunny day, and I plan on doing that a little bit. Yeah. All right. All right. So Jean does want a card. All right.
Ooh, I got Jean.
Ooh, I got a good one. Yeah. Celebration.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. And if it's not, do it anyway.
I love that.
That's right. You don't need to have a bunch of people around to celebrate, right? Yeah.
No. I do all kinds of stuff by myself. I got inspired innovation for you, Jean. You have the ability to resolve tides of envy and fear with stability. You're courageous and enthusiastic, creating what needs to become in order to move forward with your life. Your energy is inspired and activated by your innovative drive. And in turn, you inspire and motivate others to achieve their fullest potential. You are a beacon of light and possibility. What new ideas are coming to you, and how can you bring them into being? Revel in the moment of inspiration and let it help you birth new beauty in the world. Maybe that dancing is celebrating, isn't it? Yeah,
It is.
definitely.
Hold on, we got two more.
Okay, no
We're gonna
problem.
do Sue Doty, and then we will do a card for the collective. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Here's Sue Doty. How are you, Sue? It's good to see you.
Oh wow, I picked her card. Like it's her. It's called Highest Path. You are a child of the divine, here to manifest your path of service on earth. Use your keen intuition and natural psychic gifts to follow your heart's desires. Your inherent wisdom is a gift of the Akashic record. Use it to guide you in the direction. I know. Use it. I mean, if you have your inherent wisdom is a gift of the Akashic record. Use it to guide you in the direction of your intended evolution. Be willing to release anything that prevents your progress, including old beliefs and behaviors. You are attuned with the universe. Believe in yourself and be disciplined as your path unfolds. And that is so true. So,
It is.
I love it. Love it. Love it.
Love it. All right, Sue, you are a storyteller. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a writer. It just means that you have stories to tell. You have stories to tell, and we need to hear those stories, Sue. But it's okay to take your time. The right time will present itself for you, and I think it has in the past. I think it will again. I know that you were with us on Andrea's my channel with Andrea when she was doing her shaman series, and so I bet you have more to tell us. So, wow.
Allie, Craig's asking a question.
Craig asks me this question all the time because he's a little bit intimidated by the idea of being a medium. Yes, there are pitfalls, Craig. One of the pitfalls is if you're not careful, but you can tell your guides, not just Clara, you can tell your guides that you want to know when it's good to know. You know what I mean? You can set boundaries just like you would with anybody else. There are people that will be that are mediums that are in the stores and they see and hear all kinds of things that don't make them feel comfortable. And there are pitfalls, but aren't there pitfalls in anything? Start out with psychic stuff, Craig. Start doing something with that, or with cards, or with pendulums, whatever you want.
And
you're going to have an epiphany. Yep, you're going to have an epiphany, which will lead you to where you need to be. Look at that.
Wow.
Hi, Dana. All right.
Craig, you got to learn how to also protect your energy. Once you ground to yourself and connect to your higher self, because you're obviously already psychic, right? Like Allie was saying.
Right.
And you feel protected, and you know that your guides are protecting you. And I really don't feel that pitfalls are going to affect you as long as you're protecting yourself. Not that they're not there.
Right. Right.
And I got pay attention. Notice repetition signs and inner guidance, and this can yield valuable information.
It will give you your epiphany.
Yeah, you're getting it all. You're getting
That's right.
They're right
That's
there.
Right. And believe in yourself, Craig. You're a very powerful spiritual person. Yes, believe in yourself. Barbara, I have not yet been able to go over to Mount Vernon to see the tulips, but oh my God, we have the most beautiful area here. 14 or 15 miles from where I live. They have a tulip festival every April of
Oh,
all kinds of tulips. I mean, it's unbelievable, and I've got to get over there. I haven't been there for a
yeah.
few years, so yeah. Thanks, Barbara.
No,
All right,
no,
final card for the day, a card for the collective. Thank you for asking, Kate.
I have alchemy. This is for everybody.
Ooh.
We have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold.
Yeah.
And then I have fearless creativity. So that's why I took them together, because when you light and stoke your inner fire, you awaken inspired, youthful energy. Take action in your life. Spark the embers of your creativity, sexuality, life force, and will, and allow them to emanate from your very being. Try doing something that scares you. Your fears can be a good teacher and introduce you to some of your heart's deepest desires, which often hide behind our fears. Give yourself permission to embrace all of who you are, fears and passions included.
Well, and what have I been saying almost all the time here this morning? Find balance. Oh my God, look at that. I've been talking about that,
Yes.
and it says, find the balance between your work, your rest, and your playtime, which is your creative time. You will have more energy, harmony, and productivity. And my favorite line in this is, take a power nap.
Ah,
I'm all about power naps. I'm all about power naps.
yes. Yes. I'm all about
Right.
just being with spirit all day. And spirit, like
That's
usually,
right.
it energizes me, but I've been getting tired lately because of a lot's
Yeah.
going on, and
Lots going on.
take a break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We need to take a break and go outside or do something different. Definitely. So please go over and sign up for Valerie's channel. It's at Illumination Portal. She is doing a series currently on the laws of the humanity, I guess, like the law of attraction, the law of,
Yeah.
am I right? Yeah.
12 universal spiritual laws. Yeah. 12 universal immutable laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. And I'm still working on my tarot series, coming up on the Hanged Man pretty soon, and got a lot of things to talk about with regard to um, that card. Anyway, and join us tomorrow night, Kelly and I, and Cardamancy Mesquite will be on our other channel at Circle of Friends Tarot. And thank you, and God love you. Have a good day, everybody.
Love you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.